You've probably made kombucha at home, but here's how it's made commercially here in South Korea. I was invited to tour the factory of 26 Tea House, one of the very few producers of kombucha here in South Korea. 26 Tea House's staple is Jun kombucha, which is kombucha made using honey instead of sugar. Each one of these bad boys can brew up to 2,000 liters of booch, which is about 8,000 bottles. Their kombucha base is a mixture of green tea from the island of Jeju, local honey, purified water, and a Jun kombucha SCOBY starter. The tea is steeped in the hot purified water and then cooled before mixing in the honey and then the SCOBY starter. This mixture is left to ferment for 2 months at a fairly low temperature, and this is important as this style of kombucha originates from Tibet, where it's naturally cooler. After 2 months of fermenting, the sugar levels in the kombucha are measured before bentonite is added to settle any sediment, and then the kombucha is ran through filters which make it crystal clear. The filtered kombucha is moved over to the left side where all the ingredients are added to this big tube looking contraption to turn this kombucha base into one of their signature flavors. I even got to add a little bit of the ingredients myself, so this batch should be extra tasty. The flavoring ingredients are steeped in the kombucha base for about a day or two before being filtered again. Then transferred to this final tank to be force carbonated, and it's here that we can get a taste of the final product before being sent into the bottling room to be bottled, packed, and stored for shipping. Now this kombucha is unpasteurized, with the only preservative being refrigeration. So it's important that these bottles stay cold. But because of the bentonite clarifying and the filtering, the product stays pretty stable if kept cold. I was able to taste this kombucha at almost every step, and the thing that blew me away was the difference between the taste of the slightly sweet, tangy 2-week-old kombucha and the 2-month fermented kombucha that was giving almost straight vinegar vibes. But then the transformation of the 2-month kombucha into the final product, which had the most light, fruity, refreshing flavor with only the slightest acidity to round it out. And I also managed to sneak in a quick taste of my own kombucha, and it looks like it passes. But I've got a long way to get my kombucha tasting as good as 26 Tea Houses.